Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Today's story is mother, children, and fathers, as all the stories really. But today's story is special in that it's a lesson to not only the mothers, but to the children and to the fathers. This is a sad story in a way because the mother had 2 children as a single mother. She brought up those children on her own. She tried to reach out to the father of the children, but he was not interested in helping her. She had opportunities to get married, but she didn't want to get married because she wanted to be there 100% for her children. She felt that getting married to a man who was not their father might bring problems and he might reject them, and this would be very painful for her. So she decided the best was to be on my own. It's me, my children, against the world. And this woman worked very hard. She struggled. She gave her children the best. As the children got older, of course they knew who their father was. Their father was a business person, and he had married someone else and had other children with the other woman, and was just not interested in being part of their lives. So eventually, after they finished school, this boy gets a very good job and decides he wants to get closer to the father. So, and that's one thing, it's only natural for children to want to know both parents, whether the mother or the father. Children want to know where they come from. They want to know their roots. So you can't stop that. So he decided, okay, even if he's not been part of our lives, I'd like to get close to him. I want to get to know him. I don't need him for financial gain now. So maybe our relationship will be different. And he started following up the father. And the father now was a big businessman. The business was doing good. He was someone everybody wanted to know. And he felt, yeah, I want to be part of my father's legacy. So the father embraced him, and so did the stepmother. And so their relationship was such that he less and less wanted to have anything to do with his biological mother. This was a source of concern, but he thought, oh well, he's just recently discovered his father, his stepmother, so maybe it's not such a big deal. Eventually, he met this girl that he wanted to marry. And he went and told his father. The father said, no problem, I'll handle everything, even issues of tumbale, finshi, everything. He said, I'll do that. We'll go and make sure that everything is done for you. And he was very happy. Then later on, he informed his mother, oh, by the way, getting married. So the mother also was excited. Oh, who's the girl? When do I get to meet her? And when do we get to do the needful? He was very evasive. He didn't say much to the mother. And the mother was like, oh, in his own time, I'm sure he will come and share with me what is going on. And this boy started dealing with the father only, with the entire relationship, how the marriage was going to be, even like making of the cards. The cards were done, given to the father. The guy did not even invite his own mother to the wedding because the father was funding everything. So the mother was wondering what was going on, but she wasn't bothered. She knew that, of course, he would make a special provision for her. And that didn't happen. And so eventually she got to hear of the wedding taking place. Like the wedding was taking place like on a Sunday, and she was hearing about it like on a Thursday. So she was like, is this true what I'm hearing? And the guy was very evasive. So eventually she understood that her son has gone on the father's side and was not interested in involving her. So she was like, okay, fine. And she forgot about that. And then the wedding took place, and he still did not even call her to tell her that today I'm getting married, today is my wedding day. Mom, where are you? Nothing. So he decided to talk to the aunties, to tell the aunties. The aunties knew what was going on, so they told him, look, if your mother, the one who gave birth to you, is not welcome, we don't see how you can welcome us. This is how she did. The family also didn't go to the wedding, and so the wedding took place, and they got married, and life continued. But the mother was so heartbroken. She could not believe that her own child, and of course this put the younger sibling in a very awkward position, because the young sibling didn't know what to do. When he went to the mother said, look, that's your brother, support him, be with him, but it's okay if he doesn't want me to be there. And the young brother went and, was with the brother, but he was torn. He knew what the brother had done was not right, but he was young and there was nothing he could do, so he just followed through. So eventually, as life is, the father now, the business, a year later, the business started not doing so well. You know how business goes. And now suddenly, the father could not give him the attention or the finances that he had been used to getting. And the girl he was married to was used to being with a husband who's got a father with money. So now problems started. Now he remembered he had a mother. So he would go to the mother, oh mom, I wanted to bring your grandson. I wanted to bring your granddaughter. By then they had two children. I wanted to bring your grandson and your granddaughter. And she would receive them. But she was so hurt, and I think seeing him coming back, now that things were not okay with the father, made her think, where did I go wrong? Did I raise a child who attaches so much importance to material things? He was with me and I saw how I struggled alone to educate him and the sibling. He moved to the father because he saw that the father was doing well. Now the father is not doing well. Now he's back to me. What is this? And she was so heartbroken that the BP was going up, and she was inconsolable, and she ended up having a stroke. So this is how she's sick now, and it's a very sad story. So the moral of sharing this story is that there are lessons here for everybody. Like I said, there's a lesson for the woman. Just because your friend is alone and you got the man who is the father to that child does not mean you are any more important than your friend. Feel for your friend, because the same way you are treating her, you are just bringing all that bad luck on yourself. And remember, karma is real. And karma collects. They say karma is a bitch. She collects. Whatever you do to someone else, just know that it's coming to you. It's just being kept there waiting, but definitely will come to you. So the tears that mother was crying because of the betrayal of the child and the betrayal of the father, actually, because if the father was a sensible man, he was going to make sure that that child remembers, yes, I'm with you now, but your mother is the one who suffered and struggled for you to be where you are now. So you cannot forget your mother. But the fact that the mother and the stepmother and the father thought it was okay to ignore the woman who had struggled, who had brought that child into the world and struggled and educated the child to a level where now they were proud to call him their own, shows that something is very wrong there. So the father was wrong, the stepmother was wrong, the child was wrong. There's need for all of us to look at this. And to the mother who is suffering that huge heartbreak, my advice is, when we give birth to these children, the time that God gives us with them is limited. So you will accept that I have this child, you enjoy being with them, but at some point you will need to let them go. They make decisions, and life teaches you at whatever point. So don't take it too much to heart that you have a heartbreak that causes you to go into a stroke and therefore you have even more problems. No, please ensure that you know you leave room, even if it's for your children, leave room for yourself. Let go, accept, because you know that, okay, time will come when he will remember. So please, this is my way of sharing with you all that there's lessons in this. Let's all learn. Don't wait until it happens to you or someone you know, and then you say, my God, I remember Aunty Yunike said this, I should have let go. No, let go and let God deal with whatever issues. That woman, that man, and that child will learn. Besides, the Bible is very clear about children. It says a child must honor the mother and the father. I think that verse in the Bible is the only verse that I know of that has a consequence. So children, don't take things lightly. Material things come and go. The best that you can have is love. Love is the only thing you can count on. Everything else comes and goes. So Comfort Time continues. Please ensure that you remember to give us a thumbs up and ensure that you call on Comfort Time for any health issues that you may have. And I'm saying that not as a doctor, I'm saying that because we are sharing a nutrient that is called SOD, which is a nutrient that heals cells. Even people battling strokes do not struggle for long, because after being on SOD, the cells are healed. You find that the part of the hand or the leg that was damaged will come alive, because the cells that died with whatever trauma you suffered come alive. So don't waste time. Whatever situation you find yourself in, please reach out to Comfort Time for SOD. SOD stands for super oxide demustase. You can Google it. It's an enzyme that the body needs to rebuild itself. Remember, we are made up of cells. So once the cells are healed, you are healed. You have nothing to worry about. So give us a thumbs up share our videos widely so other people can also get to hear the information, and stay blessed. See you in the next video.